we're gonna do a quick walk around of the Plymouth now that it's back home and it's got some tires on it. Excuse the kiddos playing in the background, trying to get in some trampoline time right before it rains. Spent a ton of time yesterday getting this thing to the point where it could roll. Those wheels were just super locked up. Not the wheels, but the brakes. Take a look inside also. So this will be the first time here in a minute when it rains that this car will have had direct rain on it. It kind of makes me sad, but I don't have room in the shop right now. I don't have a car cover that will fit this thing. No holes in the floor or anything like that. You can see some of the sound deadening or coating or whatever is coming off. You can see the rusty floor under there, but the floor is in awesome, awesome shape. It really is. Let's go over to the other side here. You know what? We'll take a look in the trunk. Hope I can do it with one hand. There we go. So all of the mat is actually still in the trunk, which is kind of neat. I'm sure it won't last very long because I'll want to take it out and clean the floor underneath there. Check for rust and stuff like that. The original spare is in there and all the tools, which is very cool. And all the seal is actually there for the trunk, all the way around. Take a look in the front here. You see that original color on the door panels and the door jambs, just so cool. All the headliner's gone. It was a little bit hanging down and I yanked it out so I could see. So right here on the cover, this cover piece is rusted here right on the edge, but the actual floor doesn't look like it is, except for maybe a tiny hole there. And the rest of the floor is really solid all throughout. The only real holes in the floor are over here. You can see a tiny bit of daylight coming through there. And then over in the corner, that support section has some rust on it. This door was left cracked open for I don't know how many years. The car was parked in '76, like I said. And I don't know, I guess someone came along and cracked that door open at some point, unfortunately. And that's what gave us that rust over there. So, a couple cool records here. Looks like 1969. In September it had, what is that, 24,000 miles on it, I think. There's another one there. There's a few more over here. So this one, I can't make out the date, but it looks like it had 73,000 miles there. And then this one's just totally washed out, unfortunately. That's the only door that's kind of sagging. When it's closed, you can't tell. But when it's open, the striker kind of hits just a bit there. All right, let me see if I can get this hood by myself. Luckily, the hinges are in good shape. And everything is here, as far as I have noticed. The only rust up here is right down inside here, and rats had made a nest down there, so that kind of sucks, this inner fender piece here. But besides that and what I showed you there in the cab, there is not any rust on the entire vehicle. Underneath, I mean, nowhere. The underside of the car looks really great, and I gotta contribute that to the car sitting on smooth concrete in a building for so long. So I did go ahead and spray down in the spark plugs here with some penetrating fluid. So here in a couple days or weeks, whenever I get around to working on it, maybe that will have done something. But there was plenty of rat crap in there, which probably corroded them. So it may be difficult to get out. But everything should be original. I'm pretty sure it's the original 6-volt system, which is going to be positive ground, as you can see. So, but yeah, there we go. There's a quick look over of the Plymouth now that it's actually on some tires on the ground. Hopefully here pretty soon I'll be able to mess with it. I've got a few projects ahead of this one. But yep, stay tuned.